Good morning, Chillie with Chillie Cruises here with travel and cruise industry news, a special edition on the 4th day of September 2019. I tried to go live twice this morning and I'm experiencing technical issues with my signal today, so I've had to resort to breaking this down into little segments, hopefully, and put a video together and get it posted. But the main thing is to bring you an update on what's going on in the world. The main story this morning, of course, is that both the Port of Miami and Port Everglades, which is Fort Lauderdale, have reopened. That coupled with the fact of yesterday Nassau reopening, we're somewhat getting back to normal in the travel and cruise industry. The storm itself has started acting somewhat like they projected it would. It is moving north at 8 miles an hour to the north-northwest, last time I checked. It's now located approximately 90 miles east of a little bit past Daytona Beach. It's still wreaking havoc with most of the northern coastline of Florida. And is soon to go into the Georgia coast and then, of course, the Carolinas. And it's going to be a pretty nasty day today for all of those folks. The last time I checked, Jacksonville had started getting just tremendous bands of rain coming through there. So that started the issue there. A lot of the beaches are getting pummeled. Especially Flagler Beach had some major damage to it that we know about. And it's just going to be, it's a reasonably slow moving storm yet. It hasn't started really speeding up, although 8 miles an hour is a whole lot better than it was yesterday leaving the Bahamas at 1 mile an hour. But it's, it's folks up there from I guess the Fort Pierce on is still getting rains down there, the southern end of it. Jacksonville, the northern end of it. And it's going to continue through the day, today and tomorrow before it finally takes off. Who knows if we'll have landfall or not? That is yet to be determined. We still don't know a whole lot about the Bahamas, at least Grand Bahama Island. Of course, when it started moving out yesterday, excuse my throat, they were still getting a lot of wind and rain on Grand Bahama Island after it parked there for 40 hours. 40 hours, and a good bit of that was Category 5. Of course, it did start dropping down. By the way, it's a Category 2. This morning, but it's still a lot of rain, a lot of wind going up the coast and up the East Coast. Here's what we know so far about Grand Bahama Island. They're estimating that 13,000 homes have been destroyed. So far, the death count in the Bahamas is 8 and 11 overall. And I feel sure that that's going to go way up today as more folks get into Grand Bahama Island. There's been virtually no communications there for some time now. And that hopefully will start getting better today. A lot of relief efforts have started. My friend here, Kyle Falwell, is flying a load of supplies down from this area. He is probably on his way now with the first load of supplies, which is going to Abaco. And the only stop there was when he was when they got a runway that he could land on. And they also had to check about fuel. But anyway, so supplies are going in. The cruise lines are stepping up. The three major ones that deal in the Bahamas, which of course is Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Disney, have all stepped up and pledged at least $1 million each in money and goods and services. So the cruise line, they know how important the Bahamas is to the overall operation. The other islands in the Bahamas, Nassau, like I mentioned, was reopened. Coco Key had minor damage, although they're going to reassess Coco Key today. They were planning on opening it tomorrow, I believe. Castaway Key, which is Disney's island, had minor damage. Let's see what was. Half Moon Key was virtually undamaged. So a lot of the other islands are in good shape. The big blockage there is going to be Freeport and Grand Bahama Island, and goodness knows how bad that's going to be and how bad that's going to last. On a personal note, as you guys can tell, I got new glasses finally after about 4 years since I did glasses last. At my age, that's bad. I can see you folks now. I couldn't see you before, so it's amazing. I call them my Clark Kent old man's glasses. But anyway, it's nice to be able to see for a change. And on the personal note, of course, those of you that follow me regularly know that I've had my refugee family, if you want to call it that, family from Stuart, Florida, who had to evacuate, has been staying here. We had 4 adults and 4 cats. They have left this morning, heading back to Florida. They are going the western route to get home, so they hopefully will avoid any of the storm moving up the East Coast. So the farm house is now quiet again, except for Brat the cat, who's liable to appear at any time. That about wraps it up for this morning. Again, my apologies for going live twice and not being able to get any of that up, as signal kept breaking up. Have no idea yet if this is going to be watchable or not, doing it this way, but we'll soon find out as I get it posted. And again, I'll be back on my normal schedule tomorrow morning with the regularly scheduled live broadcast of travel and cruise industry news at 6 a.m. Tomorrow, and then again on Saturday. I regularly post videos on all facets of the cruise and travel industry, so if you'd like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, my interview show called Chillie Chats, and of course travel and cruise industry news on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6 a.m. Just hit the little subscribe button down there in the lower right-hand corner, and the bell notification will let you know as soon as a new video is posted or as soon as I'm going live. I appreciate all of you being here with me this morning. Hopefully we'll get these technical issues worked out and we'll be back to normal. If anything happens major during the day today, I will immediately go live or get a video up. If not, I'll see everybody tomorrow morning for travel and cruise industry news. For now, this is Chillie, the fat travel guy. Later, y'all.